Hello everybody, this is Milesluigi. Welcome you back to Let's Play Mario & Luigi Partners in Time. Joining me today is...
Higsby!
Unfortunately, Evil Popter could not make it with us today, so we're going to go ahead and truck on along without him. I also have to comment, I apologize, my good microphone is somewhere else right now. So, with that out of the way, right now we're in the Toadwood Forest, which I think I may have mistakenly called like Shroomwood Forest or something else somewhere along the ways. It's officially Toadwood Forest, so, and we're heading towards the Vim Factory now. Just so I get my names in the order, in the correct order, just because I know I was calling things incorrect names and some people get really angry at that, so... In any case, now we have entered into the Vim Factory with really weird circle hex lead doors that you normally see in futuristic places, such as Alien, you know... Oh wow, look at these guys. So it looks like they're trying to speak the squiggly language, or the squiggly language is controlling them, but they are, wow, elite HaX0rs. Is this the alien language translated? I think all the Shrooms actually do speak like this, but it's in their own language. They always speak in lead speak. Oh, look at this. A WarioWare nose has come down to do the dirty work and kidnap the adults. Get out of the nose! Get out of the nose! Get out of the nose! Almost. Nope.
You.
Alright, so two things that we've learned. A, Shrooms apparently speak in lead speak in their own language. B, they have WarioWare noses. And C, they've mind controlled these Hammer Brothers with that we have to fight right now. So, these Hammer Brothers, it's a really good idea to start laying down a lot of the Bros items you've accumulated at this time, especially since we only have Baby Mario, Baby Luigi for this battle, and their attack cores tend to be the lower ones, so you really want to use them. Particularly, Bros Fire Flowers are especially more effective because it hits both of them, and it hits both of them for a decent amount of damage, provided you can button mash pretty decently. So, the Fire Flowers are the winners, the Shells are the next best winners, and if you just want the battle to prolong forever, you, like, just jump.
Well, at least their attack's not too hard to dodge.
It's not too bad. Not too bad. So, mind control was required to take over these, Hammer Brothers. At no point did the Shrooms think, maybe we should bribe the Hammer Brothers. They've shown loyalty and allegiance to Bowser before. Maybe a bribe could get them to show allegiance. You don't have to take over their minds and make them start speaking lead speak, do they?
Whatever's cheapest, I guess.
Whatever's cheapest, but it begs the next thought, the Shrooms know something about, at the very least, the mind of a Hammer Brother, and being that they're able to mind control a Hammer Brother through that receiver. They must be listening to either some really soothing music, or that just connects right to the brain, I couldn't tell you. Very hypnotic music. It is kind of scary. That's because mind control is a scary topic to talk about in the first place when you actually think about it. It's either an implant to the brain or they're hypnotizing them to start talking in that lead speak and all that scary stuff.
I know that's going to be in my nightmares tonight, being mind controlled to speak lead speak. That's scary.
Oh man, these guys didn't show it off. They actually have an attack where they do Knockback Brothers from the original Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga together. And they didn't actually show it off in this battle, I just realized. Darn. I messed up that item attack. But no, one of their attacks, they will actually do Knockback Brothers. And it made me wonder, do they do Chopper Brothers? I know I recorded this battle a whole bunch of times, so I think I'm going to have to cut in a recording of them doing Knockback Brothers for everyone to see, because it's kind of lame that they didn't do Knockback Brothers! Oh well. And that burn didn't quite kill him, but that burn is keeping him from attacking in the first place. And there we go, taken care of.
Wow.
Lots of experience. Mm-hmm. Wow. We even got Bro Flower back, and oh, no level up. You would think with their level.
Yeah, really.
Level up. Anyway, if that was a brain implant, it just came right out safely, or in a way where they're back to normal. So, we just saved 2 Hammer Brothers. So, and they do not speak leet speak, so it's not just their personal style or anything. That definitely does come from the Shrooms. So yeah, it's now my headcanon. Shrooms entirely speak in totally leet speak, but because we freed Hammer Brothers, they actually give us, or more specifically, Baby Mario and Baby Luigi hammers! You know what this means? Since this game has been fairly tutorial heavy, it's time for a tutorial on the hammers. You know it.
As long as we only get one tutorial about them. And it's not like Toadsworth, like, welcome back to the castle. I haven't given you a tutorial about them yet.
Alright, here's step 1 in hammering 101 is that we have to change our icon from jump to hammer. Now the cool thing about Mario and Luigi Partners in Time is that icons change together instead of individually with L and R, and it's just R this time. So by pressing R once, we go from jump jump to hammer and the weird spinny thing which we'll be getting to shortly. But first we have to be taught the regular hammer smashes things. And it can break through things like crates and other nifty, coolly things that a hammer can do. So, people who watched my Let's Play of the previous game know that sometimes you just get dyslexia when you have 2 different buttons and 2 buttons that switch your action, and you can switch the bros, and it can just really cause you to get all messed up. That does not happen at all in this game. So, but that other weird twisty icon, it's a new icon altogether. It kinda looks like a spin jump, but it's not quite a spin jump. Instead, it is an underground kind of maneuver, where you spin into the ground like a drill. Just before Drill Mario even became cool in Super Mario Galaxy. Or was that Galaxy 2?
I think it was 2.
Okay, okay. This was the drill before it was really a drill. Just like that. There we go. And that's how we go under the ground in this game. No more pounding Luigi into the ground. Mario and Luigi go into the ground together. Well, Baby Mario and Baby Luigi, of course. So, of important note, of course, hard surfaces, it doesn't work. It only works in soft, mushy factory floors.
Exactly. Like, look, it looks like there's still metal bolted together.
Soft factory floor must be different than hard metal factory floor. Anyway, we're told a very important thing. If you find X marks the spot, we get a bean. Oh, bean? We're in Mushroom Kingdom. What are you guys smoking?
Yeah. What's up with that?
We should be finding mushrooms, not beans on the ground. There we go. So, there we go. After that tutorial, we now have access to our hammers, and we have access right now actually to 1/2 of the factory, because the other half of the factory is sealed away by a 4-bro block. And we only have 2 bros at the moment. So, whenever you're missing bros, as I'm showing on the start screen right now, the other bros, they just simply disappear. No funny pictures, so we can't have like Baby Mario and Baby Luigi holding up a picture of the adults. I personally think that might have been a really adorable thing, and nope, not quite.
No, that would have been funny.
It would have been not quite as adorable the other way around if the adults were missing the babies. So.
Let's see, what are we gonna get? Bean! It's not even
It
some
was
kind
a
of
bean.
It's just a bean.
It's just a bean. So, last game we made a big gigantic point about all the different types of beans, which, let's see if I can remember them off the top of my head. I think it was chuckle beans, oh fudge, woo, chuckle, yeah, wow, I'm forgetting now. Woo, chuckle, JD Ace is going to call me out on this because I know he has this memorized. Either way, there is only one type of bean in the game, and we haven't seen their purpose yet. Needless to say, they will serve a purpose to be able to get special items in this game, and we'll see that when it comes up. As we're in one of the happiest monitoring rooms ever. Holy cow. Well, maybe not entirely happy, but you know, the Mushroom Kingdom has eyes everywhere. This factory has eyes everywhere. Look at this. I don't know if I'd be comfortable working in a system administrator role where all my equipment is looking back at me like this.
But you'd be okay living in the Mushroom Kingdom with, like, plants watching your every move.
Maybe surveillance is just an entirely normal thing to everyone in the Mushroom Kingdom because everything watches you. So the troops might be a similar way with their factory. They were just comfortable with being surveillanced 24/7.
So you're saying Mushroom Kingdom's kind of like 1984?
Yes.
It's actually kind of a funny analogy.
Here we go. So now we are in some sort of a ventilation shaft here. Can't exactly use our hammers for a whole lot of much at this moment, but we run right into a spiked enemy. Oh boy, I wonder what this means. Another tutorial.
How's Luigi? I'm sure you're supposed to jump on top of them, right?
Well, that would result in a very painful stub in the foot for the babies, and we don't want that to happen to them. I mean, their shoes are actually probably more comfortable than actually utility wear. They're quite literally blue and green when you look at them, so you really don't want to jump on spiked enemies, is my point. But Hammers return in this game as they ought to, and when we were playing as Baby Mario and Baby Luigi, of course it's as simple as choosing the hammer icon, and well, if I can actually get hammer defense down, that'd be nice. I do like that they don't hold your hand for the second hammer attack, although I did mess that up. But yeah, hammers are back. The notable difference here, they pretty much work the same, but the hammer defense is significantly more forgiving on actually holding your hammer out. So, I don't quite show it there, but you can have your hammer held out for quite a bit longer in this game than in the original. In the original, you like drop it right away. This game, you just hold it out for, I don't know exactly how long, but usually if you like start just holding it out, you can usually actually hammer the enemy before you actually end up dropping the hammer. Not always. I want to say you can drop your hammer in this game. That's actually something I need to test out right now, but in every situation I've been in so far, I've never been in danger of dropping the hammer. So it's more release to attack more than anything else. Alright, so in a sense the hammers are more forgiving in this game, so that's pretty cool. One thing that we can say though, this ventilation system, holy cow, lots of fans all over the place and a whole bunch of rodents all over the place. It's also big enough to just let Baby Mario and Baby Luigi get through really easily, and it makes me wonder, well, what exactly is the purpose of this air vent? I can't exactly say, but an air vent inherently isn't a safe thing for, you know, a baby to be in, because we don't know if like a blast of hot air is going to come through, or maybe it's not even used for air, even though it has a whole bunch of air fans. It's probably used for air. Unless, like, gas Vim goes through the tunnel, which, who knows what in the world that would do to babies. I was trying to hit a first strike with the drill tool. I don't think you can do it, though. You had something you want to say, Higsby, before I continue on?
Well, I was just thinking of your discussion of the air vent. I think air vents are, like, specifically installed in case the good guy ever tries to infiltrate the factory. Because otherwise, there's no purpose to have such a gigantic air vent. I think when you, like, call the evil company to, like, build your factory, you have to pay, like, a premium or else they install one of those air vents.
I could just imagine that contract negotiation right now. Alright, we'll just say Evil Companies Incorporated. We have the standard air vent plan, or you can order the premium air vent plan where we'll make your air vents small enough the heroes can't get through them.
Yeah, see, exactly.
And they can't afford the premium, so they go with the standard and just go, I hope my security does a good job. If the hero gets through the air vent, and then the hero gets through the air vent.
Exactly.
And they go, why didn't I get the premium plan? Alright, so we have saved the adults from the WarioWare nose from that nose that, wow. That tree kind of reminds me of the Great Deku Tree in a way, but also in another way it doesn't. But anyway, we've reunited with the adults, which means it's time for another tutorial. Here we go. So we are actually going to learn what it's like when the brothers are together, because in case you didn't notice, only the babies have the hammers, and this is actually the case right now. Babies have hammers, adults don't. So when we're attacking with the brothers all grouped together like this, you have to use hammers by selecting the hammer icon, selecting the enemy with the baby icon, then pressing the adult icon, then pressing the baby icon.
Complicated enough?
It takes a little bit to get used to. It's not too terribly complicated. The thing that gets me is needing to press the baby icon to start the attack in the first place. Otherwise, it's not too bad. It's just like you wait for the hammer to shake, and then you just you press the adult button, not like the HaX. Okay, you just have to press the adult button first, and then the baby button, just like that. The animation for it is a little bit stiff, but otherwise, it's not too bad. And just like the jump, you could just press the baby button right away, get a less powerful attack. Like if you jump and you just jump with the adult brother, you just do a standard jump instead of the flippy jump. But you know, it comes out. It comes out. So there we go. The adults have no hammers with them, so whenever we need to use a hammer, that means we do have to flip out the babies to actually do something hammer related.
That's kind of annoying.
It's a little weird.
Although I guess it doesn't make much sense using a hammer when you're trying to hold the baby. Imagine that.
That is good. That is a good point. Anyway, we just got out of the item box. Actually, a bro item that I did pick up at the shop, but I just have not used yet. And it's the cannonballer. So let's go ahead and show this attack off. And I recommend seeing the 2-screen view on the side, because you get the most out of the attack then, because they spend a lot of time on the top screen for this. The idea is you need to pay attention to the order all of the brothers come out of the cannon with, and then you need to press those buttons in order. Failure to do so just causes you to not do as much damage with that attack. Right now, that is our most damaging on a single enemy bro attack, so or bro item. Sorry, it's an item. It's an item. There we go. Let's go ahead and get both of these Dr. Shroops taken care of as quickly as possible. Wow, look at those.
Yeah, what's the purpose of those mushrooms?
We will see shortly. We will see shortly. I kill these shrooms way too quickly for those mushrooms to even be showcased, so I will get to that in a little bit. There we go. Another battle down, and wow, still no level ups yet. So it is worth noting here that this entire factory is surrounded at this moment by a giant moat of some form. It's some dangerous moat, you know. It's hard to say specifically, but we have a factory that has the giant moat and the giant vents. Shrooms don't seem like the safety-aware kind of aliens, at least from what I've seen so far. Maybe their safety requirements aren't the same, or maybe this batch of Shrooms that left the planet and then came to go invade the Mushroom Kingdom aren't complying to the same safety regulations that they have to comply to back in their home world. I don't know, but this definitely is probably one of the least safe places to be right now on the Mushroom Kingdom, unless there's another factory I'm not aware of. Needless to say, we have a really interesting enemy right here. This is actually, his name is Lackey UFO. Lackey UFO. So these spiny Shrubias that we've been fighting this entire time, they are actually the, I guess, the enemy that the Lackey UFO shoots out.
That makes sense.
It does make sense. So, you know, the spinies with these big feet that lunge at you, you know, the Lackey UFO, he spits them out. Matter of fact, he's going to spit one out right now. Just like that.
I like how it's like futuristic versions of normal, boring Mario enemies.
I can just imagine, you know, Lakitu. You have your Cloud, he's your best friend. Leave him at home, buy a new UFO.
I mean, even Mario Galaxy didn't have that. It's like normal, boring Goombas in space. It's like...
Would you prefer to see normal booming Goombas, but instead of just in space, normal booming Goombas, but they have space suits on? Or maybe they're in UFOs? Or... I don't know. Maybe the Goombas are actually aliens. I want to say that's done in Galaxy, though. Just some of the enemies are Goomba-like, but they're aliens. I'm particularly thinking of one enemy whose name escapes me at the moment. Ah.